Okay, let's look at how to do the keyboard shortcut assignment. You have two files to open. One is a Word document, one is an Excel document. And just a quick note here, you should be using the desktop version of Word and Excel, not the online version that's part of your Office 365 email. If you don't have the full version and you're working from a home computer, you can download that by logging into Clever and going to your Office 365 email and subscriptions. Check Module 1 because there's directions on how to do that. All right, so let's look at what we're going to be working with. In Word, I start out with this document. I can't make any changes to it if I don't first and click on Enable Editing right here. Okay, and then I'm going to walk through making the changes to the document by following the directions in the assignment. So it tells me to use the bold keyboard shortcut to make the title of the word processing document bold. So if I triple click on the title, it'll select adaptive keyboarding, and then the keyboard shortcut to bold that is Control B. And notice that it gets the text becomes bold. It's darker. I can actually see the difference. Then it tells me to use the cut keyboard shortcut to cut the description that starts with Mrs. Smith's virtual class. So I'm going to highlight this description. Notice I shift and I drag to highlight. The keyboard shortcut is Control X. It cuts it, and it tells me to put it right above the bulleted text. So I'm going to hit Control V, which will paste it in there for me. Step 3 tells me to select all of this text and italicize it. Control I will italicize. Excuse me. Then it tells me to remove the spaces, and I'm going to insert the student names and their data using the copy and paste to destination formatting keyboard shortcut. In the example below, X is where the names or number data should be. Your document should not have an X, but the actual student's name or number data from the spreadsheet. Okay, so I can look at the spreadsheet data from the screen to get this information, or I can actually go look at the data that's in the Excel spreadsheet, which is right here to pull that data. So let's look at this. All right. First off, it tells me I need to find the student that had the best initial words per minute. And so I'll remove this. And if I look, the best initial word per minute was, and I'm looking initial word per minute. Who has the highest? 23 is pretty high. 27 looks like it's the highest so far. 28 is even higher. So it looks like Kimberly had the best words per minute. I'm going to click over here, and I can actually copy and paste it or type in Kimberly. Okay, and her words per minute were 28. Okay, and then what I want you to do is you're going to go through that spreadsheet and replace the underlines with the correct name and the correct time, depending on what they're asking you for. This one's asking for accuracy. That one's asking for most improved words per minute. Okay, so now let's go on, and it says number 5. It tells me to use the underline shortcut for below is the data. So I'm going to choose this whole line, and Control U will underline it for me. And then it tells me to use my mouse to highlight all the data and labels in the spreadsheet and to copy and paste it in here. So I'm going to go to my spreadsheet. I'm going to select everything on here. And actually, I had selected a little bit further, so I'm going to do it again. Copy is Control C. And to come over here and paste, I'm going to click under here, and I'm going to hit Control V, and that'll paste the data in for me. Then the last step is it tells me to change the file name to my first name and my last name. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and you'll see here where it says first name, last name. You're going to change that to your first name and last name. Save it, and then you're ready to upload it to the assignment. So go back if you had trouble with this assignment and I'm sending you this video, go back, revise it, make sure you added in any of the parts that you missed. Make sure you save it with your correct first name and last name and resubmit. Remember, you can always resubmit an assignment for full credit.